Hey and welcome to a new video from Social Psychology Masters YouTube channel. Men are commonly known to be less expressive with their emotions than women. This can make it extremely hard to tell whether he misses you as much as you miss him. If he constantly hides his feelings and doesn't open up about how he feels about you, it can make it confusing for you. It is likely that he does miss you but just isn't showing it. Well, we see all of your comments and we are here to help. Watch this video to the end and pay attention to the given signs. If he shows you half or more of the 15 signs listed in this video, then you can be sure that he misses you a lot, even during no contact. If you are new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. And comment down below, "I subscribed," so we can welcome you. Let's start. Number 1. He keeps asking your friends about you. He most likely runs into your friends sometimes. If he asks them how you're getting on and appears keen to know if you're seeing someone already, then not everything is lost yet. Your friends no doubt share the news, which might be just what he hopes will happen. Only when one is still attached, he'll go to such lengths to get updates about you. Otherwise, why would he bother? The very fact he shows interest means he might be missing you already. He's candid enough to want to know how you are keeping. Doesn't that tell you how much he misses you? Friends are most likely the only source of information about you he can still use. Number 2. His friends seek you out. You are out shopping in the mall and one of his friends comes up to you, and it's not just to say hello. He finds a way to update you on your guy, and the news are far from pleasing to the ear. It seems he's on a downhill trend since you went separate ways. He's probably trying to let you know your guy is not himself since you parted. More likely he knows more about the reason his friend is unhappy. And it has to do with your absence in his life. Next time you come across one of his buddies, listen between the lines when he speaks. You might learn from him what turmoil your guy is going through as he misses you. Don't dismiss them arguing they are just nosy, instead regard it as a message in the bottle. Number 3. He still follows you on social media. More often than not, both of you were connected on social media accounts to keep up to date. If after the split the guy has not stopped following you and still gets to see your updates on social media, it means he still has an interest in you. We only follow those we are interested in on social media, therefore if he still does it, then he still has a place for you in his mind. Better still, if he actively comments on your posts, then you can be sure the guy misses you. He likes your posts and reads most of them. A case of old habits, you say? I don't think so, more like he still has interest in you. And is missing being with you despite what happened to cause you to split. Number 4. He says he's sorry. That must come from deep inside, and if your guy gets the guts to apologize, you can be sure he has realized how much you mean to him. An apology does not come randomly, so he must have planned on it way ahead. It doesn't matter if he calls to relay the message or sends a text on the phone. Don't disregard his apology text, but think of it as something that must have taken him so much courage to do. For a guy stooping down to apologize does not come naturally, therefore, consider it a sign he misses you. Your guy may not come out straight, but any attempt to own up to something he did translates to a desire to patch things up with you. Which is a sure way for you to know that he misses you. Number 5. He doesn't look too good. Your friend who knows him tells you she's seen your guy, and he looks like a shadow of his former self. Seems he has given up on himself and either spent endless hours in the bar or often skips going to work. He looked disheveled, she says. Quite telling about what is going on with him. He's maybe realized he made a mistake to let you go and is stuck on the way to rectify that. Just can't seem to find a way to reach out to you to mend things. One's appearance says a lot about what's going on inside. Trust me, if he were happy, that too would definitely show. The fact that he doesn't look like himself should shout out loud you are the missing piece in his life puzzle. Number 6. You meet again, accidentally. It's quite obvious that two people who no longer have an interest in each other would want to keep a distance between them. In which case, should it not strike you as strange you keep seeing each other every so often? Like he just happens to be in places that you frequent. Who knows, the poor guy might have to lay in wait hoping you show up in the usual place. Then has to go to lengths to make it seem that meeting you was by chance. Or perhaps he shows up in places he knows you frequent a lot. Those are no accidents and should signal to you he still thinks of you. Despite the fact you are apart, he can't hide his concern and keeps showing up to see if you are fine. If only he had guts to ask you in the face, but appreciate that he still does it, albeit in a roundabout manner. Number 7. He hasn't changed his social media status. When a guy is ready to move on, he makes it known to everyone around him. If he did it right up front, that might have been a brash decision, and he likely won't change it back. But, if after a couple of months, he still flies solo and hasn't changed it, then that may be a sign he is waiting for you to return. Number 8. He becomes reckless in behavior. One of the ways a guy deals with heartbreak is to go out there, do anything to try to get the girl out of his mind. This could include regularly drinking himself silly or taking up a carefree hobby. Not only is he reckless in behavior, but it shows in the way he carries himself these days. You might have a hard time recognizing the guy who not so long ago cared about the little details. What some guys do is try to conquer memories of a girl by sleeping around a lot. It is as if by doing so he hopes to somehow delete the memory of you from his mind. Not that it helps anyhow, as the poor guy needs to face up to what really bothers him: being away from you. Number 9. Acts jealous about you. You are apart, but your guy checks your every move. A guy can be jealous if he thinks his girl is having fun without him. Don't get it wrong, it all goes back to protecting his turf, a habit that did not start yesterday. Confirmation he misses you if he wants you to himself, even though you at times need some time to be with friends. Only you have to be careful not to give him the wrong impression you don't need him anymore. Jealousy is common among two people who care genuinely about each other. You might feel like he's trying to control you, but take it as his way of showing you he cares and misses being with you. As crazy as that might sound to you. Number 10. He often calls to rant. The guy misses you so bad and is unable to process the fact you are not together anymore. That's his way to show frustration at what he's unable to handle, but on the other hand, should give you a reason to keep hope alive. It might sound like he blames you for what happened, but in actual fact is only trying to express frustration at the state of things. That being the only way he can think of it of now. The only way for him to cope with the fact is calling you to try to push away the fear that is clearly trying to take him over. You wonder why he bothers to call if he's so mad at you, so there is the answer to the puzzle. Number 11. He talks about you. Do you notice that your name keeps popping up in conversations with common friends? You seem woven into his mind, that is why it's so difficult to keep off talking about you. Doesn't matter that he's doing it with someone else and not directly to you. It may not be easy for him to deal with being apart, and so tries to keep you alive in his mind by mentioning you now and then. He's projecting his longing through talking about you to those who know you. Could be the only way he tries to stay connected to a person he can no longer reach. Perhaps with time, he will muster the courage to come out open with the fact he's missing you. Number 12. Shares photos of you together on social media. Taking a peek into the past may be the sign that he misses you. The easiest way is to share moments together with you on social media so as to relive what you had together. If he does it often and still has you for a friend, he might be sending a silent message that way. It is clear he has you on his mind and is perhaps trying all he can to hold on to you that way. Don't you just love the fact he still has something about you? A photo with you could be his link to what you had together. He definitely misses you. Number 13. He's still single. If months down the line he's not seeing someone new, then you know he has you on his mind. If he didn't, why has he not found someone yet to get cozy with? Guys rarely pretend, and the moment you are out of his mind he soon replaces you. Getting a new girl is as easy as ABC, so if he doesn't have one yet, could be he misses you still. Meaning he's not ready to replace you yet. The fact he has not done it so far means that he entertains thoughts of you still. Most probably misses you, which is why he can't seem to bring himself to see anyone else. But can't seem to have the guts to let you know how he feels. Number 14. His friends tell you he isn't doing well. A guy's best friend's job is to help him get past his old girlfriend and move on to the next. If you see his old friends, and they sing you a sad story about how unwell he is doing, how he is depressed and isn't himself anymore, that is their signal to you that you should step in to help. Number 15. 3 words. How are you? It may seem like nothing, but a guy taking the time to find out how you're doing is majorly jonesing for you. These 3 words may seem innocent, but they actually really let you know that a guy cares about you and misses you and has you on their mind. If your guy makes an effort to genuinely check in on you and ask about you, then he's genuinely interested in you and wants to be with you. He misses you and wants to spend more time with you. If you made it this far, it means you are a true fan and we really appreciate your support. If you are really serious about learning the secret of how to make any man obsessed with you, We highly recommend checking out the first link in the description of this video. It's a professional and powerful psychology guide that helps you win him over even if he wasn't initially interested in you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos for more interesting psychology topics. Thanks for watching.